Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live stream. I hope you're doing well. I am ready to get started with you guys. So, what do we focus on? We focus on money, the stock market, economic cycles, business cycles, current events, and history. My goal is to help challenge your way of thinking, to get you to see things from a different perspective so that you are able to have generational prosperity and generational wealth. Now, there's something that's very important for you to realize is that money moves, money flows. And anyone who is a true investor or a businessman or woman, you know that opportunities shift, which means money shifts. And if you're able to shift with the money, you are then better. You're able to fare better. You're able to become more prosperous and more wealthy by understanding that the world changes, business changes, life changes, the economy changes. That's what I need you to keep in mind, because some of you like to sit in a job for 50 years and you think that that is your way to prosperity, and you're actually missing money. So there's 3 segments to my live stream. The first segment of my live stream, I talk about the stock market. The second portion of my live stream, I do a very deep dive in regards to a specific or 2 specific topics. And then I've changed the game on you guys. For those of you who are my business owners, my executives, if you want to know how to save millions or thousands of dollars on marketing and advertising, I've switched the game. I'm going to repeat. I have 3 segments to my live stream. The first one, I'm talking to you about the stock market. The second one, I'm going into a deep dive. And the third one, I'm going to tell you how you can save millions of dollars on marketing and advertising, either as an executive or business owner, to add more recession profits to your bottom line. Now, there's some rules to my live. My live is not entertainment. It is educational. It is informational. I run a very tight ship, which means if you're not able to focus and abide by the rules, you will get blocked. Next, comments. I need your comments on point. They need to be on the topic that I'm talking about, not the topic that you want to talk about. So if you're having conversations in my live stream that are of self-interest or distracting, you will get muted and or blocked. If you get blocked, it means you do not want to be here. Last but not least, I need you to tap the screen. I'm giving some revolutionary insights, perspective that's going to change your mind. And today I'm going to ruffle some feathers. I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to ruffle some feathers, but I want to ruffle feathers in an objective way, in a structured way, so you can see things from an expansive point of view. My live stream is about money. Keep your preferences, keep your preferences out of my live stream. Keep your feelings, your racial, your religious, your political, keep it out of my live stream. We are focused on money flow, prosperity, intellectual stimulation, and basically progressing financially. If you can abide by that, tap the screen and let's get started. I want to be clear. I have 3 segments. If you do not have patience for my live stream, scroll. All right. The first is the stock market. The second is a deep dive. And the third, I'm going to tell you how to save millions, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars on marketing and advertising. And it's probably right in front of your face. And this money is really critical at a time where financial markets are a little bit uncertain. All right. So stick around. Get ready for me. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Tara. I am a digital nomad. I love history. I love money. I love business. I love cycles. I love trends. And I love looking at things from a very out of the box, revolutionary type of way. If you cannot handle someone who is very visionary, who's very strong, who's very demanding, I'm not the right one to ask or the right one to watch. I have a moderator. My moderator plans my talking points. My moderator plans my talking points. What am I trying to tell you? I'm telling you that my mod is not some random person that's sitting someplace in the world. My moderator sits right next to me. So if you get muted and or blocked, you understand what's up. My moderator is invested in this platform. So do not contact me and complaining about your rights in my live stream. You have rights on your own live stream, not mine. So if you're ready to play with me and you're ready to engage with me, let's get started. Now, Wall Street. Wall Street's been trading flat. Wall Street's been dealing with some uncertainty. Wall Street's been waiting for some economic reports, and they're optimistic. Now, Wall Street's optimistic because what else are they going to be? Okay? What else are they going to be? Wall Street needs to be optimistic because that optimism is to help you guys get your consumer confidence up. Are you with me? Wall Street is optimistic because they need you to raise up your consumer confidence out of hell. Right now, you guys are sitting in the bowels of hell because your consumer confidence is as low as what it was during COVID-19. And Wall Street needs they need you to raise it up. They need you to level up your confidence on the economy. So basically, they're pumping out good vibes only, okay? They're saying that there's going to be a comeback. There's going to be a comeback from Liberation Day. I want you to tell me when King Tut comes back. When King Tut comes back, that's where I want to be there. When King Tut comes out of his sarcophagus, that is the comeback I want to see. The comeback that Wall Street's talking about, I'm not buying it. Is it possible? Anything is possible. Even King Tut coming out of his pyramid. I'm sorry. I'm a hot mess, okay? I'm a hot mess, but I like to throw some humor in here. Oh, Soma, sorry, what's Wall Street? Soma, your question is not on point. So let me tell you what's going to happen. Thank you. Back on topic. I told y'all. I told you need to be on topic, okay? At some point, you have to be able to do some research on your own. I'm only going to spoon feed you to a certain point. You need to level up your intellect. You need to level up your initiative. Are we clear? Level up your initiative. Level up your intellect. I'm only going to spoon feed you so much. So Wall Street is looking for a comeback, a level up from Liberation Day. I'm telling you, we still have not ironed out critical details. Like, tariffs, like trade agreements, like, import bans, export bans. We haven't ironed out the real stuff. We need to get our ish in order. So if you're having optimism, it's more like denial and delusion. But whatever works. All right. Now, Monday, this is Sunday night for y'all. Monday is around the corner. It's already Monday for me, okay? It's Cinco de Mayo for me. It's 11 a.m. It's 11:09 a.m. where I am, okay? It's Sunday night for y'all. It's Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. I'm telling you, before you go and do a deep dive into the stock market, do some analysis. Do some critical thinking, okay? Do some critical thinking and decide what is in your best interest because money flow is happening all over the world. The U.S. stock market is not the end-all be-all, okay? It's not the end-all be-all. But if it's something that you're comfortable engaging in, cool. All that I ask you to do is ask the hard questions. Realize that, is the U.S. and China negotiating? Is the U.S. and China actually agreeing they're having a conversation? When are tariffs going to be lowered? When are companies like Nvidia and Tesla going to be able to bounce back? Ask the hard questions. And if you can get answers to those hard questions, then proceed. But if you're still scratching and wondering if this makes sense, I'm telling you, you don't have all the critical information for you to take your money and just invest because someone told you that a stock market that had 3 death cross signals in April and it did not have a double bottom is on sale. That doesn't make sense. Does not make sense. Now, I'm getting ready to transition. And this topic is going to either intrigue you, going to piss you off. It's either going to intrigue you or piss you off. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. And when I start talking, you're going to understand why. You're either going to be intrigued by me or you're going to be pissed off by me because my brain is really, my brain is like a 3D, okay? I think of things, it's 3D, 4D, 5D in my brain. So when I see a topic, and I see a topic, I see an article, I start analyzing things from so many different perspectives that is intriguing. So I'm giving you a disclaimer right now. We're focused on objectivity. We're focused on money. I look at history. I look at current events, business cycles, economic cycles, geography. I look at a whole bunch of stuff. Do not take this personally, all right? My goal is money flow and for you to understand cycles. And to understand cycles, you have to understand information. All right, let's get started. Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway, okay? Berkshire Hathaway, this is my moderator correcting me. I want y'all to know my moderator will mute you and my moderator will check me live. My moderator's correcting me. Berkshire Hathaway endorses Japanese trading houses, and they basically said that they could hold them forever. Now, Berkshire Hathaway, it's an investment. It's an investment company, right? It's Warren Buffett's company. Now, Japanese trading houses, does anyone know anything about a Japanese trading house? Now, this is your time to answer my question. Are you familiar with Japanese trading houses? Yes or no? Come on now. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. No? Okay, cool. Does anyone in my live stream know anything about Japanese trading houses? No, no, no. I know some of y'all do. Okay? There's some people in my live stream, you and I both know you know about Japanese trading houses. But if you want to be quiet, cool. Japanese trading houses, it's a very unique business. They deal with supply and logistics. They also facilitate trading and investment. Okay? Now, why am I talking about this? I'm talking about this because Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett, is essentially endorsing Japanese trading houses. Now, if you want me to continue, you got to get those hearts up. Those hearts, how many people on my live?
150.
I have 150 people. Okay. Hello, I have 150 people here. I need you to tap the screen. Berkshire Hathaway is endorsing Japanese trading houses. What country do you think Japanese trading houses are located? I'm going to make this very simple. Which country do you think Japanese trading houses are located in? Very simple. This is an easy question to get y'all warmed up. What country, okay, are Japanese trading houses located in? Come on now. Japan. Thank you, Cheryl. Japan. Now, Berkshire Hathaway, thank you. Berkshire Hathaway, which country is that? Which country is this company located in? Okay, the headquarters of Warren Buffett's country, Warren Buffett's company, which country is it located in? The U.S. Thank you, Reg. Now, you have a U.S. investment company endorsing other investment firms in Japan. Listen to what I'm saying. You have a U.S. investment firm that is endorsing 5 other firms in Japan. What do you think about that? Because I'm going to dissect that. You have a US-based company that is endorsing another company that facilitates trade and investment. They're in another company. US company is endorsing another investment trading company in another country. Now, this is where my brain goes, because I tell you the importance of timing. Timing. Japanese trading houses have been around since before the world wars. Japanese trading houses have existed. After the world wars ended, there was an attempt to dismantle and get rid of Japanese trading houses. What I'm trying to tell you is Japanese trading houses have been around for a century or more. You have a US-based company, investment company, that is endorsing another company in another country. To me, that's intriguing. Because what's happening in the global economy? Tap that screen and keep up with me. I'm a very demanding woman. Tap that screen and keep up with me. What is happening in the global economy right now? If you were to try to summarize it, what are some of the things, the obstacles, the hindrances, the problems that we are experiencing in the global economy? All right? Give me one word answers. What are some of the problems that the global economy is struggling with right now? That is a question I want an answer. Tell me your thoughts. What is the global economy struggling with right now? Come on now. What's happening in the global economy? What are some of the issues? I'm waiting. Yeah, I know. Some of you guys want to be disrespectful, and I've blocked some words. Consumerism are down. Yes, that's correct. What are some other problems that's going on? You're correct, Reed. What are other issues that we are experiencing in the global economy? Money, yes, money issues. Currency problems. We're having currency issues. Money is being, the dollar's weakened. There's a lot of currencies that are weakened. What else is happening in the global economy? Come on now. Come on. Very simple. This is a very simple question. What is happening that the global economy is uncertain and is slightly destabilized? What's happening? Someone's forgetting one of many critical things. Tariffs, right? You have things going on that is disrupting free trade and global trade. So Berkshire Hathaway is a company that invests in stocks. Now, he is endorsing a Japanese trading house and says that he could hold them forever. He's saying this at a time where there are regional tensions, there are global tensions, there are export bans, there are import license issues, there are military aggressions that are happening in certain waters. There's a lot of things that are happening. There's a lot of beef happening. And now he's getting ready to retire, right? Warren Buffett is getting ready to retire. Did you hear me? Did you know that Warren Buffett, our beloved investor, financial role model, is getting ready to retire? Did you know that? Tap that screen and answer my question. Did you know that he is preparing to retire? Okay. So one of the last things that he says before he retires is that Berkshire, whatever, Hathaway endorses Japanese trading houses and could hold them forever. Look at the timing of that. The timing of that is so poetic. It's mind-blowing. Mind-blowing. It's like his last words before he ends up on his private island beach. Now, some of you are saying, yes, he's giving me a nugget. He's giving me a pot of gold. Yes, but let me tell you something. They own 9.8% of all of the 5 trading houses in Japan. Berkshire Hathaway owns about a 9.8% stake in all 5 trading houses. Now, if you don't know how this works, first is you got to tap that screen if you want to know here what I think. Because right now you guys are sitting back and you're squirming. I want you squirming because I want you to think. Before this very intelligent, very successful man retires, he drops a nugget, a gold nugget, a diamond on all of you. And the last diamond that he drops is the Japanese trading houses. He could hold them forever. He owns a 9.8% stake in all 5 of those Japanese trading houses. So let me tell you what you guys, how about this? Now that you know he owns it, now that you know he will hold it forever, tell me what you guys are going to do. When people hear that the intelligent, successful, renowned, respected Warren Buffett will hold the Japanese trading houses stock forever, and he owns a 9.8% stake in all 5, what are all of you going to do? Some of you have already left my live stream. You are basically accumulating your pennies, your peanuts, your dollars. What are you doing right now? You are on your other cell phone or your tablet trying to figure out how you can invest in the Japanese trading houses. Yes or no? Come on now. We're going to be honest in my live stream. We got to be honest. How many of you were thinking about how do you get on this money bag? Yeah. Yes. And when you guys start putting your money together for these Japanese trading houses, guess what that's going to do to the value? It's going to pump it up. The Japanese trading house value is going to go up because our respected, for this generation, a respected investor who started at the age of 11, who's getting ready to retire richer than your wildest dreams, has suggested that that's what he owns, and he will hold that forever. So all of you are going to follow in his footsteps, and you're going to do what he's already done. Now, how is this different than the stock market? Okay, the stock market, you have investors who have bought low, who are sitting on the stock, and then they have analysts and the media release an article telling you that the stock market is a value. It's on sale. So what do? You go, you follow, and you buy, and the stock market goes up. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Now, he did not tell you directly. He did not tell you directly to invest in the Japanese trading houses. He told you, I own 9.8% stake in all five, and I would hold it forever. That's called suggestive. That's called seed planting. Do you guys not know when seeds are being planted in your mind? I'm sorry. Have I made some of y'all a little irritated with me? I warned you in advance. I'm here to think, and I'm here to teach you how to think. This is called a seed that's being planted in your mind, and which you are naturally going to follow because you want to be just like our renowned, respected, highly successful, going down in history investor, Warren Buffett. Tap that screen. You're going to do it. Now, here's the thing. If you've never watched me before, you're going to remember me. If you have watched me before, you know I haunt you in your money dreams. Let me tell you why. Part of the problem is you're always chasing money. You guys don't know how to hunt money. You're chasing money. And when you chase money, you're always too late to the damn party. Warren Buffett is already owns a portion of the Japanese trading houses. He's already in position. If there's anyone who hunts in my life, you know that you get to the party early. You set up shop and then you wait. You wait for what you're seeking to come to you. You guys are going to run to Japanese trading houses not because you understand the significance of a Japanese trading house. You're going to run to the Japanese trading house because you want to be miniature versions of Warren Buffett. You see, as you continue to watch my live stream, I'm going to tell you some information to let you know that this man has a very expansive mind. He's highly intelligent. He is visionary. He's considering factors that you guys probably do not connect the dots on. And as I go forward in my live stream, you're going to see the significance of what I'm saying. You're investing because if Warren Buffett says it, then hey, he understands the fundamentals, the economic and the business fundamentals. Some of you even cheat on learning what you need to learn because you are relying on the great man, Warren Buffett, to lead you through and lead you to your economic prosperity. This is not how that works. Warren Buffett has been sitting on Japanese trading houses since 2019. Did you hear me? He just didn't get to invest in Japanese trading houses now. He's telling you about it now. Did you hear me? He's owned a portion of Japanese trading houses since 2019. Do you know what was happening in 2019? What was happening in 2019? Come on now, 2019 was a life-changing year for a lot of us. What started in 2019? Come on now, tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Oh man, some comments were filtered. Some comments were filtered. Oh, you're angry, aren't you? You can't get through. My trolls can't get through. Welcome to my live. I told you don't play with me. Your comments are being filtered. Now, either you speak on topic and you focus, or you won't be heard. Focus on what I'm saying. Oh, more comments are being filtered. More comments are being filtered. Focus on what I'm saying. What was happening during 2019? What happened in 2019? Does anyone remember? What happened? What happened in 2019? I know this word can come through. This is something that had a global impact. What happened in 2019? Come on now. What happened in 2019? Look at that. Comments are being filtered. What was happening in 2019? COVID. COVID. COVID-19. COVID, thank you. COVID. Yes. Did you see the hostility, guys? Did you see the level of hostility that's happening in my live stream? Welcome to my live. When you focus on topic, you can comment. When you're not on topic and you're being disruptive, you cannot come through. You understand? Now focus. COVID-19. Berkshire Hathaway has owned stock and Japanese trading houses since 2019. In 2025, the year that he retires, he is now telling all of you about Japanese trading houses. During a time where there are trade wars, during a time where there's economic uncertainty, during a time where there's aggressive activity that's happening in the seas of Asia, look at the timing. I find the timing tells me a lot. The timing tells me a lot. Thank you for the gift. Do you understand? The timing tells me a lot. Why not talk about Japanese trading houses in 2019, in 2020, in 2021? Why are you talking about it right before you retire and you go to your private island? Because you guys are going to bring up the value and the notoriety of Japanese trading houses. Why? Because you're going to follow in the footsteps of one of the greatest investors of all time. Not because you understand Japanese trading houses. It's because you just want to, you want a shortcut to this money. You cannot chase money and amass the type of money that Warren Buffett has. Listen to what I'm saying. You cannot be a money chaser and amass the type of wealth that Warren Buffett has. You have to be a money hunter. You have to be strategic. You have to have foresight. You have to have vision. And let me tell you about the vision. Let me tell you about the vision. COVID-19 was actually acknowledged around December of 2019. Okay, COVID-19 actually started catching real attention in China in December 2019. Do you guess which month? Guess which month Berkshire Hathaway invested in Japanese trading houses? The year is 2019. COVID-19 was acknowledged in December 2019, COVID started catching the world's attention. In the same year, Berkshire Hathaway invested for the first time in Japanese. Go back. Not November, not October. Go back. Come on. Give me a month. Go back further. Which month? Come on now, push it. Summer. Thank you. Summer. In the summer. July 2019. Now, why is this significant? Now, some of you, I'm going to blow your minds, and some of you, I'm going to piss you off. Okay, I'm going to repeat this. Some of you, I'm going to blow your minds right now. And some of you, I'm going to piss you the hell off. Welcome to my live stream, okay? Welcome. Now, December 2019 is when COVID actually started catching the attention of the world. In July 2019, Berkshire Hathaway invested in Japanese trading houses. Japanese trading houses facilitate supply and logistics for a number of industries. What am I saying? Japanese trading houses finds buyers and sellers and puts them together so that goods are able to be supplied and moved. Now, what happened during COVID-19? During COVID-19, we had supply chain issues. Are you with me? I can't go forward until you tap that screen. COVID-19 presented severe supply chain issues. Japanese trading houses facilitates supply chain issues. So what am I trying to tell you? COVID-19 disrupted supply chain issues worldwide. Berkshire Hathaway invested in Japanese trading houses before the world started paying attention to COVID-19. What am I trying to tell you? I'm going to simplify this for you. For a global pandemic to be a global pandemic, it takes 6 to 12 months for it to reach its peak. Berkshire Hathaway invested in Japanese trading houses at the essentially the yes! Yes! Berkshire Hathaway invested in Japanese trading houses during the time when COVID-19 was ramping up. And in January, in first quarter of 2020, Berkshire Hathaway doubled down. They initially invested in July 2019 and they doubled down in the first quarter of 2020, even though the stocks went down. Now, why is this significant? Okay, you're saying this is not significant. Let me tell you why this is significant. When you want to amass the amount of wealth that Warren Buffett has, you have to understand things that are beyond income statements. You have to understand things beyond balance sheets. Now, Warren Buffett is teaching you guys to understand the company, to like the company, to look at their reports. I just showed you that Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway did something very revolutionary. They got wind of an outbreak that happened in a country, and they knew some details that allowed this man to visionary see how COVID-19 was going to impact the rest of the world. So while COVID-19 was disrupting our lives, this man hopped on something at its early stages, at its infancy. And he was able to ride the Japanese trading houses while COVID-19 was growing. Guess what was happening to the trading houses? They were shifting their assets. He knew the plan. He knew the plan because he knew how a disease like this, a virus like this, could impact the rest of the world, impact global trade. Now, here's also what he knew. China is one of the world's largest exporters. So he knew that China was supplying the rest of the world. And because China was supplying the rest of the world, it was going to reach the rest of the world, like the bubonic Black Plague. This is why I tell you, you must know history. The bubonic plague, the Black Plague, reached as far as it did because of trade ships. So this man is so intelligent, so visionary. He knew that because China is an exporter, manufacturer, powerhouse, it was only a matter of time before that virus reached the rest of the world. If you understand the magnitude of what I'm saying, please tap the screen. Now, I know I have shocked some of y'all. This is what's called a strategic money hunter. They got on this within the 6 to 12 month period that it needs for COVID to reach its peak. Berkshire Hathaway got on Japanese trading houses during the road that it needed to reach its peak. It takes a disease, a virus, 6 to 12 months to be at full throttle. Berkshire Hathaway got on it in July 2019. So by the time July 2020 hit, guess what? COVID-19 was worldwide, baby. And guess what, Berkshire Hathaway? They were sitting on a gold mine. Don't y'all love me? You either love me or not. Don't y'all love me? If you love me, please tap that screen, because how many people are here?
There's 245.
I got 245 people here. You know and I know. Thank you, Sheba. You and I both know you need to tap. You need to tap. This is revolutionary information. Now, what does this mean? This is why you don't follow in the footsteps of another. You have to start understanding history, economic cycles, business cycles. You have to understand socio-economic conditions. You have to understand how a virus will impact global trade. You are making decisions that are with blinders on. You have to have a broader scope and perspective, like the great Warren Buffett, you have to see beyond net profits. You have to see beyond balance sheets and income statements. You have to include that, but you have to have an expansive view. We are in a global economy, which means we're all interconnected. Some of you never even thought that this could happen. So when he tells you guys that after holding Japanese trading house stock for about 5 years, now he's telling you, I would hold it forever. Let me tell you why he's going to hold it forever. My second live stream, listen guys, I want to tell you this. I have 2 live streams. I live stream on 2 different accounts. This live stream right now, I'm focusing on Berkshire Hathaway. In my second live stream, I'm actually going to go into detail about Japanese trading houses. So if you want more education and you want more information, you're going to have to follow me to my next live stream, which is happening in about 45 minutes. I want to be clear. I'm not going to be doing a deep dive on Japanese trading houses on this live stream. I'm going to do it on the next. But for right now, I need you to understand this, okay? COVID-19, when it basically was a local outbreak, COVID-19 needed weeks to months, okay? It needed weeks to about a month for people to notice locally. Then for a regional outbreak of COVID-19, 1 to 3 months was needed. And then when it went from 1 to 3 months, okay, regional, it went global. COVID-19 needed 3 to 6 months to start reaching globally. But to reach its peak, it was 6 to 12 months. And they had a head start, a 9-month head start on COVID-19 in regards to supply and logistics and trade. That's profound. I have to give respect where respect is due. This is money flow. This is strategic money flow, economic booms happening right in front of your face. I'm telling you, Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway, rode an economic boom during COVID-19. So when other businesses and industries were struggling financially, this man and his team identified an economic boom before it actually just whoosh, became a wildfire. He got a small flame. He saw the vision, he saw the impact, and he positioned himself to ride the wave, this wave during COVID-19. What do you think about that? You can tell me in the comments and you can tap the screen. That is profound. So the respect that you have for Warren Buffett, I need you to make it a deeper respect, a deeper appreciation for this man and his intelligence. He is operating with a vision and a very deep understanding that's beyond the surface. You see, when you hear the stock market say, hey, we're going to have a comeback from Liberation Day, that's surface level. That's surface level. To really understand money flow strategically and hunt this money, you have to get deeper. You can't be focusing on what this analyst is saying and what this institutional investor is saying. You have to have a higher view so that you can spot where the money is most likely to flow. And you have to be able to back it up with facts, not emotions, okay? Not your damn petty opinions, real hard facts. Now, you guys have gone silent. You can't possibly be silent because I'm only at the halfway, 2/3 mark of my live stream. Please tap that screen. Please tap that screen. I know it's late, but you chose to be here. And since you chose to be here with me, you're going to have to engage with me. Okay? How many people are here?
You have 200.
I got 200 people here. You got to engage with me. This is money flow at its best. Now, Berkshire Hathaway, they do not see themselves selling for 50 plus years. Warren Buffett, Berkshire Hathaway, does not see them selling their ownership in the 5 Japanese trading houses for over 50 years. Do you understand the significance of that? A century is 100 years. This company, this man is saying that they're going to hold on to Japanese trading houses for 50 plus years. Now, let me tell you what that means. What that means to me is that Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway sees some tumultuous times. I need you to sit with what I'm saying. Japanese trading houses helped facilitate supply chain and logistics of goods during COVID-19. Now that he's retiring at an economic time that's very questionable, and he's telling the rest of the world that he's going to hold on to his ownership of Japanese trading houses for 50 plus years, that tells me that what we experienced during COVID-19, that's child's play. There's something more revolutionary, something more destabilizing that is happening in money flow and global trade that you guys don't see. Now, if you've been listening to me and watching me, I told you there's other ways and signs for you to keep a pulse of what's going on. You got titans, superpowers, arguing and fighting over whether they're arguing and fighting. You have a country like Japan who's making strategic moves to divest itself from its reliance on Asia, South Asia resources. And you have Japan going to Nigeria. You have Japan going back to Qatar. You have President Trump, who's opened up a beachside resort in Qatar and just opened up another 5-star condo complex in Dubai. You have Germany buying drones from Israel. You have, who do you have? Hold on. You have Italy and Turkey coming up with trade agreements and defense agreements between one another. What am I trying to tell you? I'm telling you that alliances are shifting. You have the EU. The EU has aligned itself with China. Now, the EU and the US have been best friends. Okay, they've had a bromance for the longest time. So I'm sitting here telling you, you have dynamics shifting. You have alliances that you never would have thought are strained or broken. You have it happening. So when I hear a very intelligent, visionary man like Warren Buffett says, I'm going to hold on to my ownership of Japanese trading houses for 50 plus years, let me tell you what that means to me. Anyone who knows anything about Ray Dalio is another intelligent, rich man. Ray Dalio talks about cycles, energetic cycles, money cycles, business cycles, economic cycles. I'm telling you in simplest terms, Warren Buffett is telling you that there's going to be some money flow shifts, alliance shifts, prosperity and wealth building shifts. And he sees that in order for societies to continue to exist, you have to have access to supplies and goods, buyers and sellers. And Japanese trading houses are going to help facilitate that for the next 50 years because everyone else are being petty betties. You have countries who are being petty betties. They have lost sight of the money. They have lost sight of free trade. They have lost sight of global prosperity because their ego is in the way. So this is what it means when I read what Warren Buffett says. This is how my brain starts to dissect and analyze it. He's trying to tell all of you, you need to start looking at the world from a different vantage point. Japanese trading houses are going to help move supplies and goods between other countries that refuse to do business with one another. Did you hear me? Right now, China and the US, they're basically, they're acting like two silverback gorillas. Japanese trading houses can act like an intermediary, and the left hand and the right hand, write down blah, blah, blah. I want to make sure I block that. Matt, thank you, Matt. You just gave me some more keywords to block. I just blocked you, and now I'm going to be blocking blah, 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 blah. Okay, he's basically saying that Japan can play the role of a neutral party that allows goods to move without people knowing who they're buying from. Now you're saying, how is that possible? Let me tell you how. I'm going to give you a little taste of what my next live stream is going to be about, and I'm going to leave it at that, okay? Japanese trading houses, if they wanted to do it a certain way, this is how I would do it. Right now, Japan has stockpiled a large quantity of rice. Japan has stockpiled a large amount of rice because they wanted to make sure that the price of rice for the citizens of their country stayed stable. Now, how was Japan able to do that? Japan was able to do that because of the Japanese trading houses. The Japanese trading houses actually look out for the interests of Japan, but that's a different topic on another live stream. Because of the Japanese trading houses, they had foresight. They stockpiled rice. So while the global economy is having export bans and tariffs and all this other BS, Japan has made sure that it has stabilized its economy and ensuring that its citizens have supplies to the goods or services that they need to weather this time. Are you with me? Good. Now, I just told you that Japan trading houses have the ability to stockpile resources. So if a country like China, who refuses to sell its critical rare minerals to the US, an intermediary like Japan could buy some of those critical rare minerals for themselves, sit on it, and then decide how they're going to sell it and or redistribute it without the beloved great nation superpower of China. That is the power of a Japanese trading house. Okay? So if you want to know more about Japanese trading houses, I haven't even touched the tip of the iceberg. I got another mind-blowing live. So what I'm trying to tell you is that we are currently right now in economic times that are, they're uncertain. They are uncertain because when you have change and you have alliances shifting, you have money flow shifting. When a country like the US has tariffs of 245%, that impedes, that slows down money flow. And money is going to go in the path of least resistance. So when I talk to you about President Trump and his family opening up properties in Qatar and Dubai, I'm telling you, money is being redirected from the US. Now, I know some of you feel that, hey, the US is still doing well. If you ignore our imports and exports, our GDP was strong. Well, guess what? If you ignore imports and exports, that is not fucking GDP. That is a new calculation that is some bullshit. I'm going to be real. Anyone who understands economics and how to calculate GDP, if you remove imports and exports, that is no longer the formula for GDP. So what am I trying to tell you all? I'm telling you that there is a hood that's being pulled over your head. I am telling you that they're working to bring manufacturing jobs back for you. For you. Now you, I don't know how you feel about that, have to consider working side by side by a humanoid robot, a human and a humanoid robot working on the line. Now, if you're working side by side by a robot, the robot's working for free. So if the robot's working for free, that means you're going to be working close to free. So unless you become a quantum engineer or some type of AI engineer, your options of employment are shifting in front of your face. All right. So guys, let me wrap this up. Okay. Buffett says we've been treated extremely well by the 5 companies. Listen to me. Warren Buffett says that he has been treated very well by the 5 companies, and their main activities are just to cheer and clap. So Berkshire Hathaway, which is an investment company, has invested in another investment company, and that investment company is doing work for them. Berkshire Hathaway, an investment company, is being treated well by another investment company in another country. Now, I'm not going to go too deep on that because it makes sense and it doesn't make sense at the same time, but I'm going to let you figure that out, okay? Now, Berkshire Hathaway is just cheering and clapping. Now, Berkshire Hathaway, it was my understanding that they invest, but now they're cheering and clapping. So they went from investing to becoming a cheerleader. Does that make sense? An investment company has gone from being an investment company to cheering and clapping. Berkshire Hathaway is now a cheerleader for the Japanese trading houses. If that does not make any goddamn sense, I don't know what to tell you, but I'm going to report facts, all right? Okay? And the main objective is to build relations with them. Why is Berkshire Hathaway building relations with a Japanese trading house? One investment firm is building relationship with another investment firm. I thought we were building relations with companies that we're investing in. It's getting sticky. It's getting sticky. It's getting tricky. And when money starts to get sticky and money starts to get tricky, I smell a big story. I smell a story. I see a shift. I see a money flow shift. And now let me tell you what also means for me. Berkshire Hathaway is advocating for Japanese trading houses. What that means to me, that they're not fully advocating for the US. Did you hear me? Berkshire Hathaway is advocating for Japanese trading houses. Because you know Berkshire Hathaway likes growth, likes stability, likes profits. That means there's a level of chaos that's happening on our soil that does not fully make sense for Warren Buffett and Berkshire Hathaway. Now, just because you can't see it right now doesn't mean it's not true. Just because you can't see the full picture doesn't mean it's not true. I'm telling you what it means. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. But it makes sense at the same time. Now, for all of you who wants to know, how do you maximize profits during a recession? How do you cut expenses without losing momentum, without losing drive, without losing sales? I'm going to tell you. Some of you have companies, very large companies, smaller companies, but nonetheless, you have been traditionally taught to have marketing and advertising budgets. Some of you allocate billions, millions of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars for marketing and advertising. If you guys haven't realized, I've just shifted to the final portion of my live stream. You're spending millions, billions, hundreds of thousands of dollars on marketing and advertising. What if I told you you can still market and advertise without spending money? Now, I'm going to repeat what I said. You have grown accustomed to allocating a good portion of your budget on marketing and advertising because you have been taught you need a large budget for public relations, for marketing, and for advertising. What if I told you the amount of money that you're spending doesn't need to be spent, and if you restructured your marketing advertising departments and did things from a different way, you could add millions, billions, hundreds of thousands of dollars back to your bottom line? What would you say to me? Let me know what you think. Tap that screen. Let me know what you think. Because you are wasting money. And when you're going through an economic recession, when you cut costs, that adds revenue. So instead of cutting costs and downsizing and penalizing your bottom line, I'm telling you there's a more strategic way to go about it. Now, typically when some of you listen and don't listen to this portion of my live stream because you leave. You normally hear me talk to you about 2-hour workdays. Forget that. You hear me talk to you about digital businesses. Forget that. I want to talk to you about information. And this information that I'm talking to you about is not for you. It's for your employees. I want to be clear. What I'm getting ready to share with you has nothing to do with you. This is information that you need to have your employees do. You see, there is a way to market and advertise in which you do not have to spend money, and or you do not have to spend 98% of the money that you've been spending. There are digital technologies that you can leverage, and if it's done the right way, you've just hit your profit targets just like that because of me. Now, here's the magical thing. I'm not going to go into a lot of detail. You want to know why I'm not going to go into detail? Because some of y'all like to play with me. You like to try me. So let me tell you what you're going to do. If you're interested in learning how you can save a billion, millions, hundreds of thousands of dollars, even tens of thousands of dollars on marketing, advertising, you need to do it differently. You can cut your marketing staff. You can cut your advertising staff. You can stop investing money the same way you do with marketing agencies and do it differently. Now, I understand that some of you have social media. There's a puzzle. Hold on. Gone. Some of you have social media managers. They're all doing it wrong. You're paying money for services and talent that is not allowing you to have the return on investment and leveraging. People relate to people. People relate to people. Your social media managers needs to be a different type of person. Your marketing and advertising team, you can cut it down and do it very differently and save money. Now, what do? You're going to go to my website. You're going to go to my website. The same website I have everyone else go to, you're going to go to my website. On my website, there's different blueprints. Now, those blueprints is what you need to focus on, because those blueprints are what is going to teach your employees how to do marketing and advertising without you wasting money. I'm going to repeat this. You have employees. You have a marketing and advertising department. Most of that is unnecessary because there's a new way, a digital way, to get to your customers without you wasting money on marketing and advertising. And this, what I'm talking to you about, is not for you. It's for your employees. It's to teach your employees this information that makes your company more relatable, more accessible, and more profitable. Think about what I just said. I've worked in marketing and advertising. I know how much one campaign costs. I know how much radio costs. I know how much TV ads cost. I know how much it costs. So listen to me. The information that's on my website is not for you. It's for your employees. And for those of you who do what I want you to do, which is to go to my website, make a decision, I will tell you how to leverage that information to restructure and cut your marketing advertising cut your marketing advertising departments and start hitting the ground running. You're wasting money on outside influencers. You're wasting money on advertising campaigns. There is another way, a simpler way, a very human way to achieve it. And it's right in front of your face. Now, anyone else who wants to question my brain and how it works, don't try me. There is information, a way that will change the way you structure your business, that will be mind-blowing, and you will kick yourself in the butt that you didn't see it sooner. And that's why you watch me, everyone. Welcome to my live stream. My name is Tara. I am a digital nomad. I look at things from so many different angles, it would blow your mind. And I love business, and I love money. Now, for some of you, I've been telling you how to build your own business. You don't give a damn about that. So now I'm talking to business people who understand business, people who understand what the rewards could be by working for yourself and having access to budgets in which you pay money. I'm talking to people who sign the bottom line, who sign checks. If you want to impress your bosses and/or you want to turn a profit beyond your dreams for your company, go to my website, select a blueprint, and I will personally tell you what you need to do to restructure your marketing department. Change your budgets on your social media manager. I'm going to tell you how to do it differently. Stop spending money on influencers. I'm going to tell you how to do this differently, because you're in a new age. And when you're in a new age, you got to do things differently because money moves differently. You got to relate to people differently because times have changed. So if you want to follow money, if you want this money flow, you got to adapt to the times and the speed. And the marketing budgets that you have right now and the money you're spending on marketing, you need months in advance to plan it. You're not dynamic. And you're telling the same story over and over again. Your marketing needs to be like my mind. It needs to be fluid. It needs to be dynamic. And it needs to come at different angles to different people to appeal to them. And your marketing and advertising team, they don't know how to do it. But if you listen to me, I'll tell you how to do it. And you'll add money into your bank account like that. Now, thank you for the likes. Thank you for the love. All you got to do is go to my profile, go to my website, choose a program, then email me, and let's get started. Have a good night. I'm going live in 14 minutes on my other account. If you want to know more about Japanese trading houses, guess what? I'm talking about that. If you want to know how to add millions of dollars back into your bottom line, get rid of most of your marketing and advertising department, kick some of your social media managers to the curb, yes, you can cut expenses and add revenue and not miss a beat. Yes, and not miss a beat. Be fierce. Be a lean, mean money machine. Contact me and let's go from there. What is your other account? It's Live, Love, Earn. Live, Love, Earn. That's my other account. I'll see you guys in 13 minutes. Thank you for your time. Check out my stories. Go to my profile. My website's there. When you go to my website, I'm talking to business owners. When you go to my website, ignore the 2-hour workday. Ignore the automated system. Ignore all that. Look at the program. I'm going to repeat. Ignore the 2-hour workday. Ignore the done-for-you digital business. Ignore all that. That's not for you. What's for you is in the program. It's the information. It's what you're going to use to train your employees to bring you what you want and maximize your profits. Did you understand me? Ignore the done-for-you online business. Ignore the 2-hour workday. It's the program that you're going to use to basically downsize your marketing advertising department. Downsize the money you're paying. You should be at 0. Your marketing advertising should be at 0. 0. 0. Your marketing advertising budget should be 0. If it's not close to 0, go to my website. Choose a program, and then you and I can start talking. This is what I do. Okay? Have a good night. My website's on my profile. Go get it. Bye.